this is not a personal memorabilia of mine. This is something quite different, but very, very special. It was given to me by a friend of mine who was on my Veterans Committee here. Earle Kennedy was on this floor, as a matter of fact. He was a D-Day veteran, and he went there last year as part of the delegation celebrating the 75th anniversary of D-Day. And he brought back sand from Juno Beach.
Wow.
And I would like the regiment to have that.
Thank you very much. Can I can take it, I assume, eh?
Whatever you like.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. That's very cool.
I had, this is the menu of the Officers' Mess Victory Dinner
Oh.
held on May 12th, 1945 in the town of Varel.
Is that at the chateau? At the chateau then?
What?
Was it held at the chateau? Was there a chateau it was held at? Where did they hold the dinner, Wolf?
We held the dinner in Varel, a little town of Varel, which was the last place we were at when they blew the ceasefire.
Wow.
And the items on the menu are all related to battle honors of the regiment. And here are as of the line, and here's the list: Canada, the Algonquin Regiment, and the Green Divisional Patch. I would like to give those to you. Here's a And after the war ended, the Department of Veterans Affairs sent out an urgent call for combat officers to come back to Canada and serve as rehabilitation counselors, what you would today call in VAC case managers. To process the men out of the unit, out of the army. And the system of discharge was based on a point system. You got so many for your length of service, and so many points if you had been wounded. So the first guys to be discharged were either the guys who'd been in since '39, or who'd been wounded. When they came back, they were faced with Department of Veterans Affairs civilian counselors who said, according to the law, you can have this, or they've got to go get a farm, or you start a business, or go back to university, or what have you. And some of them would say, what do you mean this, that? Why can't I have both? Why can't I have those two choices? And they were pretty belligerent about it.
Okay.
So DVA said, we better get these civilian counselors replaced with some combat officers who have some relationship to that would make them able to counsel these veterans coming back. So in our regiment, Major Cassidy, who had been a high school either teacher or principal, that was considered good material. He was the first to sign himself up. Then he brought in our adjutant, Captain Bob Sherville. Both their names are on that book. And I think he'd been a lawyer in civilian life or something of that nature. And I had graduated in sociology. Yeah. So they in turn appointed me. The three of us went back to Canada. And the big advantage was that we could choose where we wanted to serve, either in our home base or anywhere else. So this, I don't know how I've kept it, is a telegram, January 3rd, um, 1946, which was the date that the regiment was disbanded. Trooper. Paratroopers. My German is not very good. What it is basically is a Tagesblatt des Führer an die Kampfer der Ostfront. It's a daily instruction from the Führer, from the leaders of the soldiers on the Eastern Front, telling them, as far as I can make out, that they're going to be switched to the Western Front. This was April the 18th, 1945. We unscrewed it, and I think you should have it as a victory trophy.
That's amazing.
Which, do you know where it was taken from, Wolf? Which officers mess?
Probably around Brake, B-R-A-K-E. Because I also got a cocktail shaker out of there, which I gave to my very dear friend, General Michel Maisonneuve. The plastic cover on my map case with instructions in my handwriting on top of it. And that was, this was like a slate. At a company meeting prior to certain operations. And I wrote down where my platoon was supposed to go and what we were supposed to do and so on. Some of the words are still legible, but not to me. But if you'd like, is the Army newspaper was called the Maple Leaf. And this is May the 11th, 1945. And this one is May the 9th, the day after.
Bit of a connection to the regiment. We've got these new regimental coins that we've had minted, and this one, they're numbered. So there's a very limited number of them that are only given to badged members of the regiment. And because you're properly dressed today in your Algonquin cap badge, I figured now's a good time as any to
lovely, thank you ever so
copy that.
much.
So now you're number 300. So only 300 of those have been given out so far to members currently serving in the regiment, honoraries or yourself.
Disappear.
It won't. No, we'll make sure of that. The DCO is a bit of a magician with this kind of stuff, and he'll go to jail for the financial implications instead of me. I'm just kidding. We'll find a way. We also have a friend of ours who's a historian at Nipissing University in North Bay, who's also probably going to help us with a little bit of the archival work to make sure we do it properly.